Alright, y'all, D-Lo here. It's about my fifth time trying to make this video. My phone started ringing this time. It's just gonna be in the video. Alright, so Shawn Porter had some choice words about the Devin Haney, Jorge Linares fight. Basically pure speculation or insinuation that Linares didn't try to stop the fight for good reason, or like basically the fix was in. I ain't gonna dress it up. Basically, Shawn Porter, the statement he made was a suggestion that the fix was in on the fight. So here's that clip right here.
And we didn't even, can we address the elephant in the room? And we didn't even talk about this.
Call me an elephant, mofo.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Not neither one.
Shame.
We didn't talk about this last night. And am I tripping? Did y'all find it something wrong with the lack of sense of urgency that Jorge Linares did not have through rounds 11 and 12? Because outside of him being 35 years old, there's no excuse, especially with his type of experience, for him not to throw upwards to 60 punches in that 11th round and 70 punches in that 12th round. I don't know if I'm asking too much. I don't know if I'm tripping, but he didn't turn it on. And I found that very, that bothered me. Bothered me that he did not turn it on. Maybe now talking about it and you're bringing out his age, maybe it's something that I don't know. Maybe he felt something that I couldn't see with my eyes. Maybe it was something that held him back from the output that I thought he should clearly have had in rounds 11 and 12. When you can gesture this dude to the corner, to me, that lets me know you got some energy and you're ready for this 11th round. Nobody runs across the ring and throws 100 punches. That doesn't happen in boxing. However, when you see somebody hurt, you jump on them, you throw punches, you buck them off of you keep throwing, you push them, you headlocking them. You don't forget he's 35. You're throwing them down, you roughing them up, all this and that. And I didn't get any of that from Jorge Linares. And I found that, I'm going to use the word now, I found that suspicious. I found that to be very weird. Did not understand that, and I did not like that for Devin Haney, because Devin, there's more adversity that Devin was supposed to have experienced through that 11th and 12th round, and I did not like that for Jorge Linares, because when you're supposed to be challenging this dude, this is the best camp you've ever had in your entire life through 35 years or whatever, 37 years, whatever it was that you said. Where is that now? And that bothered me. So I'm just going to put that on record. I'm going to go on record for saying that I did not like the way Jorge Linares ended the fight. And I don't like it. I don't want to say too much more than that. I'm going to let everybody else say what it is. But I brought that to my dad's attention. My dad didn't see the fight. So I broke it down to him, beginning to end. I say, you know what, Dad, at the end of the fight, Jorge dropped him didn't drop him. Jorge hurt him in the 10th round, but then Jorge didn't go at him in the 11th or 12th, and there was a slight pause on the phone. My dad said he didn't go at him. I said no. He gestured to, he knew that Devin was hurt, and Devin continued to hold throughout the entire 11th and 12th round, majority of the 12th round, and Jorge never put his foot on the gas pedal or had a sense of urgency. And there was another pause. My dad said, well, what did he say? If it looks like a
duck, if it quacks like a duck.
Yeah, he said if it looks like a duck.
Black man logic.
Yeah, he said then it's a duck. And I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do on this show tonight, but that I did find that to be a problem. And he said, yeah, that's a problem to me. So,
all right, so y'all heard it for yourself. So Shawn Porter, basically just flat out says that, he thinks the fix was in on the fight, told his daddy agreed, so, nothing else needs to be said about what he said in terms of his description of what he felt about the fight. But let me say this about that. I've said this in response to other people in my comment section, but I'm going to say it in response to Shawn Porter as well. Devin Haney put in a lot of work to Jorge Linares' body over and over throughout the course of that fight. I mean, and you could see the toll it was taking on Jorge Linares when he was working that body. Now, with all of that being said, I'm not even gonna talk about the rest of the punches and rest of the shots he landed. But Linares had to keep up with a work rate that Devin Haney was putting out, which was a very high work rate. Linares, 35-year-old fighter, guy has like 50-something fights, I think. You know, been in some wars, done been stopped several times. But a guy who, you know what I'm saying, is long in the tooth, so to speak. With all of those factors playing in, the expectation should be that he's going to have his struggles with the gas tank in the latter rounds, with everything having played out like it did in the fight. Now, he hurt Devin Haney at the end, I mean the very end of the 10th round. So that's you could just wipe that off the books. He had no chance of stopping him in the 10th if he didn't drop it. So you go ahead on to the 11th round. To me, Jorge Linares looked like he was out there trying to stop Devin Haney. Devin Haney was not out there trying not to get stopped. All right? And he did what he had to do to survive the round. 12th round, Jorge Linares hurt him again, but he didn't have as much left. It's like he emptied the gas tank in the 11th round trying to get the stoppage. And that happens sometimes. We saw that happen with Shane Mosley in the 2nd round versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. It happens. Now, Shawn Porter himself got hurt versus Errol Spence Jr. I think it was the 10th or 11th round of their fight toward the end of a round. Errol Spence Jr. came out the next round. He didn't just throw caution to the wind and just go for broke trying to stop Shawn Porter. He knew he still had a live dog in front of him. So how can Shawn, and Errol Spence Jr. is a lot younger and a lot fresher than Jorge Linares. So how could Shawn not understand how a veteran of as many fights as Linares has could maybe have trouble stopping a 22-year-old fresh fighter who is hurt for the first time, but clearly showing that he knows what to do when he gets hurt and how to survive. So to me, I just feel like Shawn Porter just doesn't want to give the guy credit, doesn't want to give the fight credit. I mean, to me, it was a great fight. And for those who are critical of Haney for holding and surviving the best he could, I wish Meldrick Taylor had have employed the same strategy when he got hurt. Not hurt bad, but when, I mean, at that point it was too late. But I mean, because the fight was in. But when Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. started coming on, if Meldrick Taylor boxed the way Devin Haney did the rest of the way, maybe his career would have looked a whole lot different. We just don't know. But I'm not gonna condemn a fighter for going out there getting the win the best way he knew how. That's all I gotta say on the subject. D-Lo 404 Boxing. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm out.